Hello and welcome to Sports on Breakfast Central. I am Udoka Njoku. Arsenal went 5 points clear at the top of the English Premier League table after a 4-0 win over Everton at the Emirates Stadium on Wednesday night. Bukayo Saka opened the scoring with his 6th goal since the World Cup with a close-range strike with Alexander Zinchenko providing the assist. Saka then turned provider for Gabriel Martinelli to double the lead on the stroke of half-time following a lengthy VAR check for offside. Odegaard, who was the captain of the night, scored the 3rd goal, latching on to Leandro Trossard's cutback inside the box in the 71st minute. Martinelli then grabbed the 2nd of the game just a few moments later to make sure of the points. In the other game, it was Egypt and Liverpool winger Mohamed Salah who scored as the Reds defeated Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-0 in the Premier League on Wednesday. Salah sealed the victory for Liverpool in the 77th minute after Virgil van Dijk gave the hosts the lead at Anfield, following a disallowed goal by David Nunes earlier in the 66th minute. So the 2 games, Arsenal won 4-0 to stay top of the English Premier League table, while Liverpool, with that 2-0 win over Wolves, they went to the 6th position in the EPL. And in the FA Cup, Southampton lost to Grimsby Town 2-1. It was Burnley moving on to the next stage of the tournament, beating Fleetwood by a goal to nil. Manchester United came from a goal down to defeat West Ham United 3-1, and Sheffield United shocked Tottenham Hotspur by a goal to nil. Away from the English League, now let's go straight to France as French football icon Just Fontaine has died at the age of 89. The forward holds the record for the most goals scored in a single edition of a World Cup, hitting a haul of 13 in just 6 matches of the 1958 tournament as France reached the semi-finals for the first time. Fontaine's flurry of goals included a hat-trick in his tournament debut against Paraguay and 4 in the third-place playoff win against West Germany, which ensured he had scored in every game. Despite just featuring at one World Cup, only 3 players have scored more in the competition. Gerard Muller had 14, Brazil's great Ronaldo had 15, and Miroslav Klose had 16 goals. Lionel Messi tied Fontaine's tally of 13 in Qatar in his 5th participation. Now forced to retire at the age of 28 due to injury, Fontaine's international record stands at 30 goals from 21 caps. From football, let's head straight to the UFC as a former middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, has revealed he required medical attention on a pre-existing injury following his title defeat to Alex Pereira. The last stylebender came up short in his UFC middleweight title defense against Pereira last November in a 3rd successive defeat to the Brazilian in combat sports, given he was beaten twice by his rival during their kickboxing careers, including one by brutal knockout. Adesanya suffered a similar fate in their UFC fight and was stopped after a late onslaught from Pereira, despite winning the fight prior to the referee's intervention. The 33-year-old has since admitted it was not just the referee who was required to intervene, with medical staff also assessing him following the showdown. Despite suffering the injury during and before the fight, it appears that Adesanya has now recovered in time and is set to draw with Pereira on the 9th of April at the UFC 287. And to tennis now, Novak Djokovic says he is not afraid of the next generations coming to threaten his place at the top of the game. The Serbian made clear he has no intention of relinquishing his position without a fight after beating Dutchman Talon Griekspoor in straight sets to reach the Dubai Tennis Championships quarterfinals. Now, after missing large parts of last season due to travel restrictions, Djokovic has looked back to his best over the last 6 months. He has lost just one match since returning in October 2023, and this year he has won the Adelaide International and also the Australian Open.